Hey everybody, welcome to the Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And today we're going to be reviewing the film The Lady in the Van, starring Maggie Smith.
Finally, we saw this movie.
Because they didn't release it until now.
Seriously, how did it get... It had to have been
It was
released...
for 1 week, only at the Landmark.
There's your problem. Okay, so, Lady in the Van, Maggie Smith. That's her name, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Maggie Smith. Love her. Oh my gosh. This movie... so good. It's hilarious. She is just... She doesn't care. She doesn't care what you think. She is going to be who she is. She is homeless. This tragedy happens at the beginning and kind of leads her down this road. And she takes her van that she's living in and she finds this guy who's a writer and she kind of latches onto him kind of. And he just can't help but take care of her. And it's so cute. I thought it was real creative, and I guess it's based on a book. There's something that actually happened for this guy.
Based on a true story.
Right. Mm-hmm. So that cracks me up in the first place, that he let this, and it's a very long, like time-wise, she's there years and years and years and years. So it's very interesting, and I think her performance was really good. And so, Lady in the Van, it's kind of quirky, fun, weird kind of movie. I enjoyed it.
Well, I love Maggie Smith in pretty much everything. I mean, I am like a diehard Maggie Smith fan, and I love her on Downton and in every film that she's ever done. And she's great in this movie too. But I thought this was such an inconsistent film. Like, I was wanting it to be funnier. I wanted more stuff to happen. Yeah. And so I would not say it was hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious.
There was one or two.
It wasn't consistently hilarious.
Right.
You're right about that. It
one
wasn't
or two times when I actually like laughed out loud, and the rest was like, oh, that's funny, but not like I'm not laughing out loud. And so I just thought I thought it could have been a lot better.
I wanted it to be a lot funnier.
A lot better.
Yeah.
And so I went in kind of like, okay, this is gonna be really good. I love Maggie Smith. Like, this is such a funny idea, and I heard the play was really, really good.
Oh,
and so like, she won a oh, what are the theater awards called in Great Britain? I can't think of them now.
I don't know.
I'll come back.
No.
Laurel? No. We'll come back to it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry, British people. But she played the same character.
It was a play?
Yes.
And she played it?
Yes.
And then they turned it into a movie?
Right.
Oh.
And so
I didn't know.
Maggie Smith's great. She's played that character a bunch of times, and everything could have been better. It could have been funnier.
Oh. It
could have been...
You didn't like the story, or you didn't like the performance?
No, the story was good, but they didn't do anything with it, and that was the issue. Okay. It's like, there's so much stuff they didn't need that was like unfunny. Okay, well then, if we're gonna make it unfunny, let's make it unfunny. Let's make it a tragedy, a sad thing. Like, yeah. But don't make it like... It's supposed to be this like lighthearted kind of that was a fun film, but I left thinking like, gosh, that could have been a lot better, because it really just could have been funnier. It's not.
I agree, it could have been funnier.
I think most people are gonna go see this movie and
be disappointed.
Think that wasn't that funny, because it's not that funny, and so
because it's not.
That's the issue.
I thought it was funny.
I'm trying to think really honestly. 2 parts that I laughed at, and you saw them both in the trailer.
In the trailer, yeah, those were the ones.
I would say watch the trailer, and then a season of Downton Abbey, and skip Lady in the Van, because both those things are better than Lady in the Van was.
Downton Abbey is way better than Lady in the Van, absolutely.
Yes, definitely. So if you watch a trailer, you're going to see the funny parts.
Yes, the trailer has it.
So then that's it.
Has it. I liked it a little more than you did.
Yeah, you definitely liked it more than me.
I did, for sure.
I would say, I mean, this is what's sad, is that I love these types of movies. Like, this type of, like, slower, that kind of humor. Brooklyn was my favorite movie of the year. Moonstruck is one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Oh, those are way
exactly.
Yeah.
But that type of, like, slow... does not put me out. I know some people are put off by slow movies. That is not me. Yeah. I love.
Oh, well, then you should go
see
Hail Caesar.
Well-made movies like that. But I did not This movie just wasn't that good. When you got down to the nitty gritty of it, it was just like, I love Maggie Smith, and if you love Maggie Smith enough, you can go along with the ride and be like, okay, that wasn't a waste of money. But if you're looking at it objectively, I think as a film, I think
I had a good time. Don't listen to him. It
It's
was a
not
good
good.
movie. It
it's
was
not a
fine.
good movie. It's
It
not a good movie.
it could have had more events happen in it to keep you engaged. Because once she kind of parks at his house, that nothing else happens. So it's just her doing quirky things at his house and him talking to himself.
And a bunch of storylines that go absolutely nowhere. This guy
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
and knocks on our door. Who cares who he is? We don't know. We see him at the end, and then that's it. What does he do? We don't know. We have no idea. A guy, James Corden, is in it for like a second,
Oh, I loved it.
and then
Yeah,
you
they
saw,
wasted
but
him.
you saw that
That
exact
was a waste. You see the whole
scene
scene, yeah.
in the previews, and that's it. There's no more of him in the whole entire movie.
Yeah, that was a
Um,
waste.
And so
That was a waste.
even the neighbors are like all quirky, and they could have been interesting and fun. You don't know anything about their lives, any of them, and so
It's
it's
true.
just
He's
a
right.
waste.
He's right
It's just
about
a
all that
waste.
stuff. He is.
I'm just telling you.
But
I'm just thinking objectively as a filmmaker. If I was a filmmaker and I was saying this movie was not
I
made
had a
well.
good time. He didn't. All right, Lady in the Van. Whatever.